Ever seen a bird with a horn in its head? Not just any horn, but one that looks like it came from a rhino or even a buffalo? And a bird that looks like it's wearing eyeliner and fake eyelashes. Another with a helmet-like structure sitting proudly on its peak, like it's ready for battle. Or one with a face so brightly colored, it looks like it's wearing a superhero mask. And then there's the one that walks like a dinosaur, bold, slow, and powerful. One bird rocks mustaches better than most men. And another with a ribbon-like white tail flowing behind it like a wedding veil. And one more, it has a neck pouch so detailed it looks like it was carved by hand, flowing like stone waves. And yes, there's one bird so stunning it looks like it doesn't belong to Earth at all. These aren't made-up creatures, these are real birds, and they're about to blow your mind. Let's dive in. Number 20. Rhinoceros hornbill. The rhinoceros hornbill is one of the most famous birds in the rainforests of Malaysia, Sumatra, Borneo, and Thailand. It is known for the large structure on top of its beak called a casque, a hollow horn-like growth that looks like the horn of a rhinoceros or even a buffalo. In fact, many people say it looks like a cleaned-up version of a dirty rhino's horn, sticking upward from its colorful orange and yellow beak. This bird grows up to 120 centimeters in length and can weigh around 3 kilograms. But its horn, the casque, is huge compared to other birds. It can grow up to 17 centimeters long, almost as big as a full human hand. Unlike real horns, it's light and hollow inside. It doesn't fight with it. Instead, it helps make its calls louder, like a natural loudspeaker. Number 19. Secretary-bird. The secretary-bird is a tall bird of prey found across sub-Saharan Africa, known for its long legs, bold look, and snake-killing skills. It stands up to 1.3 meters tall, has a 2-meter wingspan, and hunts on foot, unlike most birds of prey. It kills snakes, rats, and insects with fast and powerful kicks. It's famous for killing venomous snakes like cobras. Its kick is one of the fastest in birds, reaching speeds of 15 milliseconds. The bird has long black feathers on the back of its head that look like quill pens, which is why it's called the secretary bird. It nests high in trees and walks up to 30 kilometers a day across the savanna. It is the national emblem of South Africa, standing for strength and protection. Though not endangered, it faces habitat loss in some areas. With its strong legs, unique look, and deadly kicks, it's one of Africa's most impressive birds. Number 18. Rufous-necked hornbill. This hornbill is found in a narrow area that includes northeast India, Bhutan, northern Myanmar, Laos, and Vietnam. The rufous-necked hornbill is known for its unique colors. The male has a rich reddish-brown neck, head, and underparts, while the female is completely black. Their beaks are large and curved downward, and on top sits a small casque, a helmet-like structure that hornbills are known for. Unlike the rhinoceros hornbill, their casque is less tall, but still clearly visible. It's not hollow like others, but made of solid bone-like material. They live in old, tall forests between 1,500 and 2,200 meters high. These birds prefer staying hidden and don't often appear near people. During nesting season, the male seals the female inside a tree hollow, just like other hornbills. Then he feeds her and the chicks through a narrow opening. The beak can reach up to 20 centimeters long, which they use to pick fruits, especially figs, which make up most of their diet. Number 17. Masked lapwing. The masked lapwing is one of the most recognizable birds in Australia, New Zealand, and New Guinea. It stands out because of the bright yellow mask that covers its face, which looks like it's wearing a superhero disguise. This mask is not made of feathers. It's actually bare skin, and it becomes even brighter during breeding season. The rest of its body is a clean mix of white, brown, and black, giving it a simple but sharp contrast that looks neat and bold. It has long, thin yellow legs which help it walk gracefully across open areas. But its beauty doesn't stop at looks. Its behavior is bold too. During the nesting season, it becomes one of the most aggressive birds in the region. It lays its eggs on open ground, usually without any nest, and if anyone, even humans or dogs, come too close, it screams loudly and dives at them. In 2022, flights at Brisbane Airport were even delayed after lapwings built a nest near a runway. Number 16. Great Cormorant. The great cormorant is a large black water bird found in Europe, Asia, Africa, and parts of North America. It has greenish-black feathers with a glossy shine, a long hooked beak, and a white patch on its face. During breeding season, it grows extra white feathers on its head and thighs. What makes it special is its amazing diving ability. It can dive up to 45 meters and stay underwater for over 30 seconds to catch fish. Unlike most birds, its feathers absorb water, which helps it dive deeper. Afterwards, it can dry by spreading its wings in the sun, a classic cormorant pose. It nests in colonies near water, often on cliffs or trees. In Japan and China, it was once trained to help people with traditional fishing. Though listed as least concern by IUCN, some fishermen see it as a problem because it eats a lot of fish. Smart and fast, it's one of nature's best underwater hunters. Number 15. Southern Ground Hornbill. The southern ground hornbill looks like a bird from the prehistoric age. It has dark black feathers, deep red wrinkled skin around the eyes and throat, and long eyelashes that give it a dramatic Gothic look. With its slow, confident walk and strong bill, it has a beauty that feels both ancient and powerful. It is the largest hornbill species in the whole world, growing up to 1.2 meters tall. This hornbill is found across sub-Saharan Africa, mostly in savannas and grasslands of countries like South Africa, Botswana, Kenya, and Namibia. Its call is a deep, booming sound that can be heard up to 3 kilometers away and sounds almost like a lion's roar. These hornbills are carnivores, feeding on snakes, insects, frogs, and even small mammals. They live in groups and are very slow to reproduce. A pair may raise just one chick every 9 years.
If you liked this video so far, leave a like, and you can also check out 10 most beautiful birds of Amazon forests on our channel for evergreen black sicklebill. This bird looks like it came from a science fiction movie. The black sicklebill has shiny blue and green feathers that glow like metal under light, and its long, curved, sickle-shaped tail adds to its elegant and rare look. When it spreads its wings and chest shield during its dance, it forms a crescent shape that looks unreal. It lives in the mountain forests of New Guinea at heights between 1,800 and 2,300 meters. It is one of the largest birds of paradise, reaching up to 110 centimeters in length, most of that from its tail. The male performs a high-pitched, fast call while raising his shimmering feathers to attract females. It eats fruits, insects, and small animals. Its feathers absorb almost all light, making its body look flat black, a feature known as super black that helps the glowing feathers stand out even more. 13. Umbrella bird. The umbrella bird lives in the rainforests of Colombia, Ecuador, and parts of Central America. It is named after the large black crest on top of its head, which hangs forward like an umbrella and covers part of its face. Both males and females are black, but the male is larger and has a special throat pouch that plays a big role in mating. The male's inflatable throat pouch is red or purple, depending on the species, and it hangs from the chest like a balloon. When the bird calls, it fills this pouch with air to make deep, booming sounds that can travel far through the forest. Here are 3 known species: the long-wattled, Amazonian, and bare-necked umbrella bird. The long-wattled one has the largest throat pouch, which can stretch up to 35 centimeters long when inflated. 12th, white bellbird. The white bellbird looks like a peaceful bird at first. It has pure white feathers, a short body, and a strange black worm-like wattle hanging from the top of its beak, almost like a microphone wire. But its calm appearance hides a loud truth. It is the loudest bird in the world. It often sings just inches away from the female's face during courtship. Scientists were shocked by this behavior, which was recorded and confirmed in 2019. It feeds mostly on fruits, especially oily berries, and lives high in the canopy. The female is greenish-brown and not as loud or bright. Found in the Amazon forests of Brazil, Venezuela, Guyana, and Suriname. Its mix of pure color, strange facial feature, and record-breaking voice makes the white bellbird both beautiful and bizarre. 11th, black and white casqued hornbill. The black and white casqued hornbill is a large bird with a black back and wings, white belly, and a big curved beak topped with a helmet-like casque, giving it a bold dinosaur-like look. It lives in the forests of Central and West Africa, in countries like Cameroon, Uganda, and the Congo Basin. The male's casque is much larger than the female's. It is solid and shaped like a long tube, which is why its species name is subcylindricus. Scientists believe the casque may help with sound or show strength or age. Their loud calls sound like barking or croaking and can be heard through the forest. They are not endangered, but face danger from deforestation and loss of old trees used for nesting. These hornbills are social, often seen in pairs or small groups, flying through the forest to find fruits, figs, insects, and sometimes small animals. They play an important role in the forest ecosystem. 10th, ribbon-tailed astrapia. This bird is famous for having the longest tail feathers in the world compared to body size. The ribbon-tailed astrapia has a black body with glowing green and blue highlights, but its most beautiful feature is the pair of pure white ribbon-like tail feathers that can stretch over 1 meter. It lives only in the high forests of Papua New Guinea, between 1,800 and 3,400 meters above sea level. The male is the one with the long tails, used to impress females during courtship displays. He shows off his feathers by jumping and turning in place, letting the long ribbons flow through the air. Though very beautiful, the long tail is also dangerous. It makes it harder for the bird to fly quickly or escape predators. These birds mostly eat fruits and small insects. Its graceful white tail makes it stand out even among other birds of paradise. Talking about birds, you can also check out our video on 10 most wonderful birds in the world. 9th, Frigatebird. The Frigatebird is one of the most eye-catching seabirds on Earth, especially the male, which has a huge red balloon-like throat pouch. During the mating season, the male inflates this pouch to attract females. It looks like a bright red heart or a balloon stuck to its chest, making it one of the most unusual mating displays in the bird world. Frigatebirds have long, slender black bodies, deeply forked tails, and extremely long wings. They are light but large birds and can glide for hours over the ocean without flapping their wings much. There are 5 species of frigatebirds, but the most famous one is the magnificent frigatebird, found across tropical oceans, especially in the Galapagos, Caribbean, Pacific coasts, and Indian Ocean. Frigatebirds don't dive like other seabirds. Instead, they steal food from other birds, including fish and squid. This behavior is called kleptoparasitism. 8. Wilson's bird of paradise. The Wilson's bird of paradise lives only on 2 small islands in Indonesia, Waigeo and Batanta. This tiny bird is just around 6 inches long, but its colors are unlike any other. It has a bright blue, bald head, green cape, yellow back, red chest, and 2 spiral tail feathers that look like wires. Males clean a small space on the forest floor to perform courtship dances. They flash their feathers and spin in circles to attract a female. the shape of the green cape changes by region. On Vogelkop Island, it forms a crescent. This species was first described by Alfred Russel Wallace, a famous British naturalist in the mid-19th century. He called it one of the most beautiful birds he ever saw. The Vogelkop, superb bird of paradise. The Vogelkop, superb bird of paradise, is a small black bird with one of the strangest mating dances in the animal world. It lives only in the Vogelkop Peninsula of West Papua, Indonesia, and is a recently recognized separate species from the common superb bird of paradise. When it's time to impress a female, the male transforms his body into a dancing shape. He spreads a special blue-green breast shield and flips up a black cape that wraps around his body. This creates a perfect oval or crescent shape with a glowing face in the center. He then jumps around the female in fast side steps while keeping his strange display open. The male is jet black with feathers that absorb 99.95% of light, making his colors stand out even more. The glowing parts of his body are not due to pigment, but a feature called structural coloration, where the shape of the feathers bends light to reflect blue and green shades. 6. Blood pheasant. The blood pheasant is a small, round-bodied bird with gray feathers marked by bright red streaks across its chest, face, and wings. These red marks look like drops of blood on its body, which is where it gets its name. Against snow and stone, its colors stand out beautifully. It lives in the eastern Himalayas, especially in parts of Nepal, Bhutan, northeast India, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and Tibet. It prefers cold, high-altitude forests and shrublands, often between 3,000 to 4,500 meters above sea level. The male is more colorful than the female, and both have red legs. They move in small groups, feeding on berries, moss, leaves, and insects. They are shy and usually walk or run instead of flying. Its soft feathers, snowy habitat, and blood-like markings make it one of the most unique birds in any cold region. 5. Trumpeter hornbill. The trumpeter hornbill has a bold look, a sleek black body, white belly, red eye skin, and a strong curved beak with a small horn casque on top. What really adds to its beauty is how it moves in groups and fills the forest with loud musical calls that sound like trumpets. This bird is found in the forests of southern Africa, including Mozambique, South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Eswatini. It is about 60 to 70 centimeters long and is easy to recognize by its unique voice and social behavior. It mostly eats figs, fruits, and insects, and helps in seed dispersal by spreading fruit seeds across forests. These birds live in flocks of up to 20 and are very active. During nesting, the female stays inside a tree cavity, sealed in with mud, while the male feeds her through a narrow slit, a behavior seen in many hornbills. Its shiny feathers, loud trumpet-like sound, and group flying make it one of the most lively and beautiful hornbills in Africa. 4. Guianan cock of the rock. The Guianan cock of the rock is one of the most striking birds in South America. The male has bright orange feathers from head to tail and a fan-shaped crest on his head that looks like a helmet or half-moon. His pale yellow eyes stand out against his neon body, making him look like he was designed by an artist. This bird lives in the Guiana Shield region, mostly in the forests of Guyana, Suriname, French Guiana, and parts of Venezuela and northern Brazil. It prefers rocky forests near cliffs, caves, or big boulders, where it builds its nest. During mating season, males gather in leks, open areas where they dance, jump, bow, and make croaking and snapping sounds to attract females. Females choose their mate based on looks and performance, then raise chicks alone. The female is less colorful, with brownish-orange feathers, and makes a mud nest on a rock face or cave wall. 3. Greater sage-grouse. The greater sage-grouse is found in the dry grasslands and sagebrush plains of the western United States and Canada. It is best known for its strange and famous courtship display, where the male puffs up 2 yellow air sacs on his chest and makes popping sounds to impress females. These birds are large, about 65 to 75 centimeters long, with speckled brown and white feathers that help them blend into dry landscapes. During mating season, males gather in open areas called leks, where they display together to attract females. This behavior has been studied for over 100 years and is one of the most watched wildlife displays in North America. Their survival depends heavily on sagebrush habitat, which they use for food, cover, and nesting. But this habitat is disappearing due to oil and gas drilling, farming, and wildfires. Second, wreathed hornbill. The wreathed hornbill, also known as the bar-pouched wreathed hornbill, is a large forest bird with a massive beak, a deeply colored face, and a neck pouch that looks like it's carved with waves, a detail that makes it look like a piece of sculpture. This hornbill is big, around 75 to 100 centimeters long, and has a loud bark-like call. It eats mostly fruits, especially figs, and helps spread seeds across the forest. It also eats insects and small animals. It lives in the tropical forests of northeast India, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, and Indonesia. The male has a bright yellow throat pouch, while the female's pouch is blue. Like other hornbills, the male seals the female inside a tree cavity during nesting. Only a small slit is left for feeding. This unique behavior helps protect eggs and chicks. 1. Horned guan. The horned guan is one of the rarest and most unusual-looking birds in the world. It looks like a mix between a turkey and a dinosaur, but what makes it truly special is the bright red horn that grows straight up from its forehead. Its body is mostly black with a white chest, and its tail is long and white-tipped. The red horn doesn't serve a clear function, but it's likely used in mate attraction and species recognition. It lives in the cloud forests of southern Mexico and Guatemala, at elevations between 1,300 and 3,500 meters. Horned guans are large birds, about 85 centimeters long, and feed on leaves, fruits, and flowers. They are shy and hard to spot in the wild. This species is listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List, with fewer than 2,000 individuals left in the wild. The biggest threats are habitat destruction, farming, and limited range. That's it for today. These birds may be rare, but they remind us how wild and creative nature truly is.